After a few weeks on the NoFap, things will drastically change for the better and you'll start to seem more appealing. This page addresses the NoFap attraction and provides answers to some of the most often asked questions about it. The physiological basis for the attraction to NoFap. Simply put, testosterone. Women are drawn to this well-known male sex hormone like moths to a flame. With the aid of testosterone, you begin to see the world differently, you start advocating for yourself, expecting more from those around you, and commanding respect. The attraction that others will feel for you is only a pleasant addition to the amazing feeling that comes from deep within. The mental mechanisms underpinning NoFap attraction. Contrary to popular belief, there are a lot more psychological factors at play in NoFap attraction. You'll first develop greater narcissism. There is a big difference between pathological narcissism and healthy narcissism, which some of you may dismiss as being negative. The latter is what we strive for since it fosters a positive self-image, exudes confidence, and demonstrates a desire to make a difference in the world. You don't want to be simply another cog in the wheel or brick in the wall, so hold your head high and embrace your newfound self-worth. The love you have for yourself is one of the many jewels you have to maintain and guard. Never let someone make fun of it. People who are toxic and who despise themselves more than anybody else will attempt to bring you down, but if you are aware of who you are and what you want from life, they will fail horribly. Your newfound regard and admiration for women is the second factor in psychological NoFap attraction. On this globe, there are more than 4 billion women, and not all of them are vile sluts out to get you or cheat on your neighbor. Porn simply misled you into thinking the aforementioned is typical when it's not at all. You'll learn to appreciate women as fellow humans as you practice NoFap more and more. You'll develop personally and get the capacity to empathize with the women in your immediate vicinity. You'll be on cloud 9 if you combine that with fantastic sex. Last but not least, if you begin concentrating on your ambitions and goals, you will naturally develop into a leader. A man who has a sense of direction is attractive to other men as well as to women. You have the potential to inspire others and serve as a ray of hope in a sea of despair. Just look at the news today, it's all about how terrible things are in the world. Hardly one goes outside anymore to take in the wonders of our earth. We argue that you'll not only turn heads, but also tables, and you'll acquire a quality that few people possess, character. You'll develop charm as a result of this, making you a leader. How reliable is NoFap attraction? There is no doubt that the attraction that people have for you when you're on NoFap is real. You see, during NoFap, your body undergoes enormous physiological and psychological changes, almost all of which are quite favorable for the person experiencing them. For instance, as your testosterone levels rise, your speech tone changes, from meek to manly, as do your body language, dominance levels, aura, and so forth. People, especially women, pick up on these irrational indications and respond accordingly. As a result, you will start meeting new people and forming friendships easily. Is NoFap attraction effective with women? You can bet that it does with all your heart. Women still choose macho men above any other kind of partner despite recent attacks on masculinity in the West and other areas of the world. Don't believe us? Human mating behavior shows that women prefer looks that are typically viewed as masculine, that is, faces that exhibit high testosterone levels. Not only that, but a confident man is something that ladies can't get enough of. NoFap helps you become more self-assured naturally and makes it simple for you to strike up conversations, schedule dates, or even escalate when the situation warrants it. No woman appreciates a man who waits 1,000 years to kiss her, despite the latter being rather debatable. NoFap assures you to do that when you need to just go for it and hope for the best. When will NoFap attraction start? Even though we can't tell you a specific date because everyone's NoFap journey is different, you'll start to feel the effects as early as day 7. Your testosterone levels will have climbed by an absurdly high percentage, over 100% from baseline, by the 7th day. That can make you worry about the increased dominance you're now exhibiting. Some of your so-called pals might even inquire as to how you're doing. The answer to that is obvious: you are simply projecting a greater social position than the other males in your company, and they are understandably envious. Because they are used to seeing you surrender and kneel, your friends are perplexed by the fact that you are no longer a helpless child addicted to PMO. Guys are naturally confused as to how you could have changed so much in such a short amount of time because so few men, less than 1% of all men, are aware of all the NoFap benefits. Not only that, but throughout these 7 days, your voice, eye contact, posture, and level of self-love will all improve, turning you into a magnet for both women and other people. Just a word of caution: if you start acting more dominant and self-assured, your toxic friends may start to leave your life. They were never really your buddies, to begin with, so don't worry. The 30-day mark is another noteworthy achievement for NoFap attractions. At that moment, your skin starts to improve, developing a certain glow and being significantly tougher and more resilient. Your face may also start to clear itself of problems like blackheads, pimples, and acne. One of the main factors contributing to NoFap appeal is face beauty. As much as we would hate to admit it, the first thing people notice about us is the shape of our faces, rating attractive faces as excellent and unattractive looks as poor. The halo effect, which determines more than we would like to admit to ourselves, is something to look into. What makes K-pop bands so well liked? Yes, their music isn't that bad, but usually, it's a bunch of very attractive teenagers singing mediocre songs, yet women all over the world go crazy over them. Will a relapse cause me to lose NoFap attraction? Relapsing may not seem like a big concern, but we could try to fool you into believing otherwise. In addition to losing all the stored sexual energy when you relapse, you also become extremely vulnerable to something known as the chaser effect. In essence, the chaser effect means that ejaculating after a time of abstinence raises desire levels, allowing for even greater sexual discharge. This means that if you relapse, it's virtually over, just like smoking one cigarette. You'll buy a complete pack and start smoking frequently once more. Because of this, it's crucial to decide categorically that you will never fap, and that trying it one more time is not an option. In conclusion, when you relapse, you will indeed lose your appeal, self-assurance, and respect. Don't even consider it. The PMO trap is treacherous and only points downward. If you need help with quitting PMO or are feeling you're powerless over your addiction, check out the No Nut Club system. We have helped many hopeless cases get back on track. Look it up today, it will probably be one of the best decisions of your life. The duration of a NoFap attraction. As long as you don't relapse, things will only get better. The reason for this is that as you make your way through life, your confidence grows, which makes it easier for you to take advantage of opportunities that come your way. If you don't relapse into PMO, NoFap attraction can essentially last forever. You will still be more beautiful than before, even though your testosterone levels may decline at certain points in the NoFap timeline, such as the NoFap flatline. Why? Because you're actively working on yourself and your goals, which makes you a more attractive and magnetic human being. You're becoming someone with value. NoFap attraction is not just sexual. It would be a terrible sin to limit NoFap's attraction to straightforward sexual experiences or adventures. People around you are affected emotionally, psychologically, and physically by the type of attraction you experience during NoFap. This implies that you'll improve as a social being, make more meaningful friendships, and, as the cherry on top, engage in greater sexual activity. Keep in mind that NoFap attraction is more than simply sex and that the respect and magnetic pull you receive from others is much more rewarding than plain copulation. No more limping. Simply is probably the worst thing you can do when it comes to girls. NoFap can easily help you with this. NoFap has a strong link to this as semen retention has been reported to boost confidence, and consistently watching porn makes the viewer want to have sexual intercourse. Due to this need to be in a relationship, you become desperate for a relationship if you have due to the lack of confidence, and you are willing to do anything for the person that you like, to get into a relationship. A section in the book The Charisma Myth by Olivia Fox-Cabane states that your internal state is shown through your body language. This meaning says that your desperations for love and lack of confidence by being needy are visible, and depending on your pornography addiction, these struggles can be displayed. So, practicing NoFap can be the opposite due to the confidence buildup occurring due to not watching porn. The confidence is that you will find the girl and she will fall in love with you, and that confidence is highly appealing. Here are some benefits of NoFap for attraction. Look more handsome. Beating your meat will definitely destroy your energy and weaken you, making you look like a zombie. Even after my experience beating my meat tirelessly, drained so much energy and my face looked like I'm drunk. There is no doubt that NoFap will improve your skin condition, as you are not releasing vital minerals and proteins used to help with your body, making you have a glowing face, and there have been reports by many users of less acne when doing this. The physique will improve as well as the NoFap, as you will have more energy to carry out the exercise, as well as the boost in testosterone, which is vital in muscle building. However, we are all different, so this may be different depending on person to person. For example, some people might experience stronger hair growth rather than skin glow, and that may come at a later time. The respect towards of women. Remember what I said earlier about how your internal state of mind can be displayed through your body language? This comes into play as when you view pornography, your brain is rewired to see women as sex objects, skipping the truth that they are human just like us. This can again be noticed, and girls will avoid you if they sense this, as girls want respect from men, as they deserve this respect as any other human being. I mean, who doesn't like it when they get respected? Deeper, more attractive voice. As you may know, NoFap creates a big increase in testosterone around the 7-day mark and 15 days mark, and so on. An increase in testosterone is linked to developing a deep voice, which is attractive. Having a manly and authoritative is attractive epically among females, as it is yet another sign of confidence and authority. Having and following goals. The most appealing characteristic a man can possess is having a sense of purpose in life. This is because having a purpose demonstrates self-responsibility, assertiveness, perseverance, tenacity, and other qualities that might lead to a better life. Character strength is more valuable than physical strength in today's environment, since character attributes define success more than anything else. A woman will never be attracted to someone who poses a threat to her life. If a man in today's environment can't manage the strain, quits now and then, refuses to embrace self-responsibility, and relies on others to exist, he is highly unattractive. Confidence in approaching a woman. When you see yourself as valued, you can maintain healthy eye contact. When you try to create eye contact because you're desperate, on the other hand, you risk frightening someone and pushing her away. Because you are on a path of self-improvement, NoFap boosts your self-worth. You are not a slave to your desires, and you are actively working to change your situation. This is a great accomplishment. Thousands, if not millions, of people have said that their eye contact has improved as a result of their NoFap experience. Positive and attractive aurora. I laughed at this once I heard about it. What does this have anything to do with attraction or NoFap? Once your guards are down, people start to feel your positive energy. This is something which you should experience on your own. Try NoFap for 30 days and note the changes in your energy level. NoFap corrects the dopamine imbalance in your body. This implies you begin to appreciate the small pleasures in life. Connecting with people is one of life's little pleasures. The barrier you've built up against others as a result of your pornography addiction begins to crumble. People who are heavily immersed in the digital realm are known to be socially uncomfortable. Pornography addicts are highly engaged in the digital environment, whether they are extreme gamers, social media addicts, or pornography addicts. They despise social connection, and the digital world is the only thing that makes them happy. As a result, when we take a vacation from all of this and go on a trip or start NoFap, our dopamine Skype level begins to balance out again. Conclusion. NoFap attraction is a very real phenomenon, so don't wait for Lady Fortune to come knocking on your door. Take matters into your own hands and start your journey today. It might be difficult at first, but it pays off massively once you're a few weeks into your quit.